lesson number 4. Now that you know how to make a good sound on your reed, let's talk about putting our oboe together. So first, you want to get your oboe case and you want to make sure it's nice and flat on a firm surface like this. A table is really good. You want to make sure that it's facing the right direction. So you want to make sure that the bottom of the latches are facing down and the name brand of the instrument is on the top part facing you. If you're using a school oboe, the school name and instrument number should be facing you on the top as well. Once your case is on a flat, secure surface, go ahead and unlatch it to open it. Now there's 3 main parts to the oboe. First, we have the bell, which goes at the bottom. We have the upper joint, which is the top part where your reed will go. And then we have the bottom joint, which connects the upper joint to the bell. Now before we try to put this together, you may want to put a little bit of cork grease on your oboe to help you put it together. So go ahead and get your cork grease. Now we don't want to put too much cork grease on our instrument. So go ahead and take one of your joints, and what I recommend is you just dab a little bit of that cork grease on one spot. We don't want to rub it all over because that'll be too much. So rub some on one spot and then take your finger and just rub it around. And that's all you need. So you can do that on your lower joint and then on your upper joint as well. Just dab a little bit of your grease and then rub it around with your finger. All right, so now we're ready to put it together. So the first thing you're gonna do is get your lower joint. Your lower joint is going to be the one that has your thumb rest here on the back, and you'll have some side keys sticking up like this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it and put the thumb rest in the middle of your left hand index finger, just like this, and then carefully wrap your fingers around to get a nice grip on it. It's okay to press down on these keys because we use these keys to play, but you want to make sure that you're not on the other side where you're going to grab any of these side pinky keys because we don't want to bend those. The oboe is a very delicate instrument. So go ahead and place that thumb rest on the back, wrap your hands around for a good grip. Then go ahead and take your bell and you're going to just carefully place and twist it on the bottom. Okay? You want to make sure that the brand name on the bell is lining up with the keys here. If you're using our school instrument, there's going to be 2 holes on the side of the bell, and you want to make sure those are lined up with the side of the bottom joint. Once you've got those together, then we can add on the upper joint. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab the oboe down here at the bell now, since there's no keys for us to accidentally bend. And then we're going to take our upper joint and hold it nice and firm in our right hand just like this. And we're going to very carefully twist these together. Now you want to start with the keys lined up about where they're going to go, because if you start totally off center, you can bend these keys here. We don't want to do that. So we're going to just very carefully twist that into place. On the side here, you want to make sure that you're lining up these 2 bridge keys together. Okay, so I have my lower joint and my upper joint. Let's see that much more closely, how we line up those 2 bridge keys. So here is the bridge key on my lower joint, and here it is on my upper joint. Okay, and these we want to make sure line up and we twist it together nice and gently. So I'm going to start with them pretty much where they need to go, and I'm gently going to just push and twist and make sure those line up like so. And you're almost done. Your oboe's basically together. All you have left to do is to put your reed on the top. And your reed should just go straight in until it stops. Now if you're having trouble putting your reed all the way into the top of the oboe, then you might want to get that sandpaper and sand it down a bit so that it fits right into the top of your oboe. Okay? The reed should always fit right into the oboe and stop right where it needs to go. And that's how you put your oboe together. I'll see you in lesson number 5.